Amid the ongoing corporate power play, Rebecca and Sarah discovered that their covert investigation had not gone unnoticed. It appeared that their rival executive had initiated a clandestine counteroffensive to protect his interests and maintain control over the situation. The rival executive, a master of corporate espionage, had employed a network of spies and informants within the company to uncover their alliance's activities. The traitor within their ranks had been feeding vital information to the rival executive, allowing him to stay one step ahead in the game. Rebecca and Sarah soon realized that their every move had been anticipated. The information they had collected was being intercepted and discredited before it could be used against the company. Their secret meetings had been bugged, and their confidential documents tampered with. The Alliance's covert office space had been infiltrated, and confidential files had gone missing. The rival executive had played his cards well, using the traitor's knowledge to undermine Rebecca and Sarah's efforts at every turn. The realization that they were under constant surveillance and that their actions were being thwarted led to a sense of vulnerability. In the corporate world, where information was power, they were faced with the harsh reality that the power dynamics had shifted dramatically against them. Rebecca and Sarah knew that if they were to succeed in exposing the truth and achieving justice, they had to take bold and unexpected steps. They hatched a daring plan to neutralize the traitor in their midst, regain control of the information they had gathered, and outmaneuver their rival executive's network of spies. The corporate espionage game had reached a critical point where alliances were tested, loyalties were betrayed, and the true extent of their adversaries' cunning was unveiled. In their quest to uncover the company's dark secrets, Rebecca and Sarah would have to navigate a treacherous path where trust was a rare commodity and deception reigned supreme. The covert war of corporate espionage had reached a critical juncture, and Rebecca and Sarah knew that they had to unmask the traitor within their midst. Their mission to uncover the truth and expose Cobalt Industries' dark secrets depended on neutralizing this internal threat. Rebecca and Sarah meticulously gathered evidence, retracing their steps, and analyzing their every interaction with colleagues to uncover inconsistencies that pointed to the identity of the traitor. It was a delicate and dangerous task, as one wrong move could reveal their own investigation to the enemy. The traitor had been a master of deception, adept at blending in with the corporate crowd while secretly feeding information to the rival executive. The traitor's gender-neutral appearance and unassuming demeanor had made them nearly invisible, their true loyalties hidden beneath a facade of neutrality. As the evidence mounted, Rebecca and Sarah invited the suspect for a discreet meeting in their covert office space. They presented the gathered proof, forcing the traitor to confront their treachery. The atmosphere in the room was charged with tension as the traitor, a person in their mid-40s, finally confessed to their actions. The traitor's revelation sent shockwaves through the alliance. The motive behind their betrayal was a combination of fear, greed, and the promise of power within the company. Their loyalty to the rival executive had been driven by the belief that they could secure their own future by aligning with the stronger force. In a calculated move, Rebecca and Sarah struck a deal with the traitor. In exchange for not exposing their actions, the traitor agreed to cooperate with them, providing crucial information on the rival executive's plans and the extent of the espionage network within Cobalt Industries. The revelation not only unmasked the traitor, but also provided a key advantage in the ongoing corporate power play. With inside information, Rebecca and Sarah were poised to make their next move and outmaneuver their adversaries. However, the delicate balance of trust within their alliance had been forever altered, leaving them to navigate the treacherous waters of corporate warfare with even greater caution. Armed with the information provided by the traitor, Rebecca and Sarah embarked on a daring plan to confront their rival executive, the mastermind behind Cobalt Industries' wrongdoing. The Alliance's covert investigation had evolved into a full-blown showdown, where the battle for power and justice would reach its climax. Rebecca and Sarah knew that the rival executive had long enjoyed a position of strength within the company, wielding influence and control over key aspects of its operations. To confront him, they would need to employ all their strategic acumen and cunning to outmaneuver the corporate titan. They arranged a high-stakes meeting, ostensibly to discuss a potential alliance. In the boardroom where the corporate power plays had been initiated, the three executives convened for a fateful showdown. The rival executive, oblivious to the extent of Rebecca and Sarah's knowledge, exuded confidence, believing he held the upper hand. As the meeting progressed, Rebecca and Sarah unveiled a carefully constructed case against the rival executive. They presented evidence of the corporate misconduct, financial wrongdoing, and environmental exploitation, all while meticulously connecting the dots back to him. The rival executive's initial confidence began to waver as he realized the depth of their investigation. The tension in the room grew palpable, and the corporate world held its breath as the rival executive faced the moment of reckoning. His face displayed a mix of anger, disbelief, and desperation as he realized that his carefully constructed empire was on the brink of collapse. The showdown continued as Rebecca and Sarah revealed the traitor's confession, exposing the network of spies and informants that had enabled the rival executive's corporate espionage. The traitor's role in undermining their alliance and their rival's ruthlessness became apparent, adding another layer of intrigue to the high-stakes confrontation. The rival executive, cornered and outmaneuvered, had no choice but to accept the terms set by Rebecca and Sarah. The truth had been exposed, and the company's reputation hung in the balance. He agreed to cooperate with them in unraveling the company's dark secrets and ensuring justice prevailed. The showdown marked a turning point in the battle for power within Cobalt Industries. The corporate titan had been dethroned, and the legacy of deceit and corruption was on the verge of being dismantled. Rebecca and Sarah had succeeded in their quest for justice, but the consequences of their actions would reverberate throughout the corporate world.